Hi, it's Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com. We're an orthodontic company that helps general and pediatric dentists and even orthodontists with their orthodontic cases. Now, if you're already doing some specialty work in your office, you know how great it is to have a specialist kind of on call for you to answer your questions, your concerns with a certain case, to help you with case selection. Perhaps you just want help optimizing that ClinCheck. Perhaps you want to train your team or teach your TC how to sell that case. We provide all those services. So I recommend that you do check out our website at StraightSmileSolutions.com, click on services, and you can see exactly how we work and what the options are. Everything is fully customizable and everything is just month to month. So if it's not a good fit, we totally understand. We do have a super high retention rate with our doctors because most of our doctors end up launching and scaling in their practice exponentially, basically, once they start really going at it and having the confidence to try new things, take a little bit harder cases. So we have great retention, but if it's not a good fit for you, or if you're just looking for 1 or 2 months of help just to get caught up, we totally understand. We're totally fine with that as well. We even just have something called an a la carte case, which you can go ahead and select if you just want help with just a case. So we have that too. So we're super excited to talk to you more about it. We're glad for you to schedule a complimentary phone call. You can go to our website. Again, it's StraightSmileSolutions.com. Click on contact us. There's a link for any doctor to schedule a complimentary consultation. We're not going to be going over our case. We can just talk about how our program works and maybe finding out if you're a good fit for it. Let's talk about our different options. Just real briefly, it's gonna make more sense if you do go to the website, click on the services page. I am gonna mention the prices. The prices I'm gonna mention are the prices starting November 1st, 2021. And do keep in mind that for our monthly fees, if you decide to be a recurrent client and have it auto renew each month, our fees never ever go up as long as you do not pause your membership. So we have some doctors who've been with us since we launched in 2016 and they have some really low fees. But we're super glad for their loyalty and we enjoy working with them. So we're really fine with that. So there's definitely a benefit for being loyal. So let's go over the options. We talked about the a la carte. That's help on one case, any case. We're going to use HIPAA compliant screen sharing. It's a 20-minute session to go over one case. You're going to have the records on your end. If it's like an Invisalign case or a clear correct case or a StraightSmile case or a reveal case or any of those cases where there's a visual that we want to look at, we really want you to have that case already uploaded and ready to go within the portal so that we can do all that at one time and use your time most efficiently. If you're looking for help with a lot more than just one case, most doctors go for the concierge program. It's the one that I recommend. I recommend that everyone starts there if you're looking for something a little more robust than just help with one case, because it has so much help that comes with it. Although we do have some doctors that do the premium package. Now keep in mind, premium package is 10 cases per month, and we're going to be communicating through a HIPAA compliant portal that will provide you. So it's kind of like HIPAA compliant email, but within a portal, so things are more organized and searchable. And you can give us up to 10 cases per month, ask questions. That is not a good choice if you're thinking about doing aligners, I would say, because there's no easy way to share a ClinCheck per se. Anymore. There used to be some easy ways where you could download them, but there isn't anymore. That involves really logging into the portal, and that isn't part of the premium project. So you can, and I've seen doctors get really creative. I'm not saying you can't, but it's just going to be so much work on your end. I don't recommend it. But that is good for people who are doing like interceptive phase 1 or perhaps braces cases. That works well, within that portal, especially if you're not someone that really likes to talk about things one-on-one, whether we're in video call or we're just Zooming or something like that, phone call, text. It doesn't come with anything like that. It's all just communication through our HIPAA compliant portal, which is like email. So if you're that kind of person, then that might work for you. If you're not and you like to talk about things and have things explained to you, or if you want help with your team or other team members, with setups, with training, then I recommend the concierge plan. About 80% of our doctors do always start with the concierge plan. Some scale up from there, especially if they're going to bring on other associates within their practice. Some scale down once they get the hang of things, but it's ultimately whatever works for you, and you're welcome to scale up, scale down, whatever you need to do. As long as you stay on a membership plan, we will never ever raise your rates. As long as our business is still in business and I'm still around. So I have to say that, that caveat right there. But yeah, the concierge plan, it really comes with the most help. I'm gonna go over all, and the VIP plan is just a bigger version of the concierge plan for multiple doctors, multiple offices, even a DSO. So let me explain how the concierge plan works. So with the concierge plan, You are going to get access to that HIPAA compliant portal that I explained to you within the premium, and that comes with it. You also get unlimited cases, one doctor, one office for that. So you can send as many cases. Some doctors send 1 or 2 a day, some send 10 a day. So, whatever you want to do, we don't want to penalize you for doing a great job, really hustling. So, our goal is, hey, if you make a ton of money, that's great. We're super happy for you. That's the ultimate goal. Tell other people how much money you made. So it comes with that. You can send cases again electronically. You also get a link, both a long and a short session for a case or multiple cases, where you can go ahead and schedule a HIPAA compliant Zoom session. You'll request a time. We'll send you that link. And then on your end, you'll be sharing those cases again, up to 50 minutes. At a time. You can schedule up to 1 session at a time. Once you finish that session, you can schedule the next session. So you can't schedule multiple sessions at one time, just one, because we want to be considerate to others who are looking for certain times, especially like evening times and weekend times and things like that. The concierge plan does come with access to priority times, more flexible times, early morning, evenings, and weekends as requested. Obviously, subject to mutual availability. We have a life too, but we will do our best to accommodate you the best we can, if you need a certain type of time. Obviously, it can't be at 1 a.m. my time, but we try to be pretty flexible. So, let us know what you're looking for. That might be a little tricky. Say, for example, if you're like, I don't know, in Germany or something like that, which is an 11-hour time difference or 12-hour time difference for me, that's a little bit trickier to do concierge. You may not get quite the times you want, but it works really well for US doctors, Australian doctors, New Zealand, Hong Kong, Japan, things like that, based on where we are located. So unlimited support. The other thing that the concierge plan comes with is a feature called On-Call that's super popular. You will definitely be using that feature because there's times when you have a patient that's coming in. I do recommend if you can possibly do virtual check-ins. It's always great to get the data ahead of time so we can go ahead and prep for that appointment together. You know what wire to use, or if you should be dispensing more aligners, we can talk about it. But if you're not able to do that, I do recommend the On-Call feature. Again, this is something that's subject to mutual availability. You can schedule one at a time. But you can schedule for us to literally be on call so that you're gonna get an answer in real time. Your patient is in the chair. No, we're not gonna video chat or anything with your patient. You are the treating doctor. We're just there if you have a question in real time. So that way, patient's in the chair, you're like, what should I do? You snap some records and we go talk about it basically. And we talk about what the options are and you can decide what you wanna do, all while your patient's right there. So again, subject to mutual availability, usually works better in the afternoons or the evenings if you are a mainland US doctor, better in the mornings if you are an Australian or New Zealand doctor. But we're super glad to help you with your cases to the best of our availability. That is only available with the concierge and the VIP plan. That is not part of the premium or the a la carte. So in any case, that's a lot of information, but again, a lot of our doctors have gone from doing 1 or 2 cases a month to 30 cases a month. That's a lot of income coming in. So we're super glad to be there for you. Again, we keep our program pretty small so that we can really be there holding the hand and available for the doctors who subscribe to our services. It's like having an orthodontist in your back pocket. That's what I like to say. There's a lot of orthos that do something like this, but not so many who aren't full-time running a clinical practice as well. That's something that I gave up so that I could be more flexible to be able to respond more promptly to my doctors, and not have to wait till the evenings or the weekends to respond. So I think if you're looking for someone who's super on it, this is a great fit for you. All right, that's pretty much how we work. We're super glad to tell you more. Do reach out to us. It's a complimentary phone call. Send us a message, email info@straightsmilesolutions.com. Go to our website, straightsmilesolutions.com, and check out all of our complimentary resources. We also have a book that's really helpful, and we're super glad to give you everything that's free that we can. What else? Oh, I forgot to mention something. For the VIP and concierge, it does also come with unlimited access to our documents library. Normally we sell our documents for about $20 a piece. You can purchase them, on our website, but check out what documents we have. It's really valuable if you're looking to start an orthodontic component of your practice. These are documents that I've created, I've curated over time. I'm glad to share my content with you. You can brand it, make it your own. Obviously, we're not attorneys, so if this is a document that you want to have an attorney read, feel free to do that on your end. It's just all about the content, stuff that I've used in the past. So, all right, thanks so much. We're glad to get started and hope to talk to you soon. Take care.